Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel of Air, in which we react to all things anime and music. So, what do we have lined up for you today? Well, I have two things lined up. This will be its own separate video, and I'll explain why. And then the next video is gonna be from another user that recommended three more songs from this same OST. So I know I've been doing a lot of My Hero stuff lately and a few other things, but I really have not been able to get this song out of my head. There's something very particular about this song, and it's the chorus. The way that the chorus hits, it's so different from the ones I hear, and it's Sawano, and Sawano usually does these really amazing syncopation on, especially on the chorus, and the way that this one delivered has been better than anything I've ever heard. So I don't know, he's we gotta listen to it, okay? I'm not even gonna bother talking. I've wasted too much time not listening to this, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm at my limit, and I haven't listened to it every single day in my head, and I'm like, I need to hear this again, and I've hit my limit. I have to hear this now. So this will be the full version. I found a lyrics full video online on YouTube. So shout outs to this person, A Sunari. So we're gonna listen to this now and react to it. Of course, like the video as always. This seems to be the full video because it's 4 minutes and 23 seconds. And yeah, let's go ahead and listen to this. I've been waiting for a long time for that. So yeah, let's go ahead and listen. Oh yeah, yeah. This is what I need in my life right now. Oh, I've wanted to hear this for so long. Oh, what was that? A rhythm in 6/8? Okay. Ooh, I like that lyric. What is that? Is that like a turbine engine? Oh. I love it. Love that guitar that's playing there. Oh, that's so good. Oh. Whoa. Yeah. Avidity. Interesting. I don't know. I hope this doesn't spoil me. This has something about autonomous machines. Oh, that sounds awesome. A great time at the beach. Dude, that drumming noise. It sounds like a heartbeat too, right? I will not plug my ears for this song. This kind of sounds like a love story, doesn't it? It calls. Okay. Ooh, the hi-hat. That is a bizarre sentence. This is the whole reason I want to hear the song. This right here. That two-note grouping. It's bro. Dude, my soul is full right now from hearing this. Wow. Wow. Oh. Brother, that is amazing. This is the reason I love listening to Sawano. That right there, I have not heard something like that before from Sawano, but I know he's capable of doing stuff like that because I've heard Xenoblade X soundtrack. The one soundtrack that I've heard of Sawano's to completion is Xenoblade X. I love that song. I haven't even heard all of the Attack on Titan OST to let you know, and I know Sawano worked on that extensively. I know plenty of songs from Attack on Titan, but I've not heard the full OST. Xenoblade X, I've heard the full OST, and I might want to hear this thing's full OST, because if that's one song and it hit me that hard, bro, I don't think I'm ready for this OST, to be honest with you, bro. That's, wow, bro. Oh, I am so full right now. Like, I'm so full. And I'm not talking about food, right? Well, unless you're talking about soul food, I suppose. I guess I relate everything to food, right? But, like, I am so full in my spirit right now in terms of, like, my musical spirit. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear this, bro. Like to the point where I'm just so mellowed out right now. I'm just so mellowed. Like oh man, I needed this. Yeah, I needed this a lot. So, all right, let's talk about the music a little bit, right? So, yeah, I guess I don't know what I'm gonna do about the copyright stuff. I hope that I don't get, destroyed by the algorithm lords, but it'll probably happen. We'll figure this out. But yeah, I one thing I really like about this, I didn't know there was gonna be like English subs or rather English vocals in there. First thing I gotta say, I love her voice. Her voice is just pure magic, right? It's perfect. It's pure. Like, I love it. These are the kind of voices that I like to hear. Can I hear something like so grandiose and incredible? Yeah, sure. But I much prefer voices like this that just get to the heart and soul of what you want to listen to. I think this is far more effective, at least in my opinion, than like some incredible technical singing, which, don't get me wrong, I love that too. And it hits me a different way. But there's no music that hits me to the core more than something like this, right? This is the kind of stuff that I love to listen to. This is stuff I listen to when I'm working on projects, when I'm, driving, when I'm, at work or whatever, or when I'm just being pensive in general. Yeah, this is the stuff I listen to, right? So this is like my brand of like calm music that I'll sleep to this. I sleep to anything, but like this is something that'll put me to sleep, So yeah, it's really nice, relaxing. Well, yeah, I can't say enough good things about the singer, but what I did like, I'll mention a few things, right? I'll probably be playing a few sections here and there. I don't want to disturb the song. I like to hear it the first time, and like kind of go over sections. I'll try to remember the sections, but like if I don't remember it, I'll probably go back and play some stuff. But like, there was one section, several sections that they talk about. They mentioned the word avidity, which is an interesting word. I don't hear a lot of people mention that, but I'm pretty sure that avid. The word avidity is something like fervor, right? It's like some kind of like animated, like enthusiastic, basically is what that means, if I'm not mistaken. But like the sentence that she used was like really odd. Let me go to the chorus here, but like. That's weird. That might be a spoiler. I don't know, but they're not autonomous machine. That could just be a part of the theme of the show. I mean, it's not something I wasn't already thinking anyway when I first saw this. trailer, because the trailer seemed like it was like a war or something, but this felt like more like a love story. Honestly, it felt like a love story within the confines of the story of the show, which could be about war or whatever's going on here. But like the singer was like referring to some subject there, and like about like their heart and how they felt in comparison and stuff like that, and like reaching out to them and like the way they made them feel, things of that nature. It was like kind of lovey, but yeah. Oh, I gotta say, I love this. These lyrics is so nice. Like, it calls. I mean, something about that just is nice. I don't know. It puts an idea in my head of like this cool mystical like place or something. I don't know. It might not fit the song necessarily or wherever I'm thinking about it, but I like the it calls. It calls when you repeat a line like that. It really does something to me because it makes me really think about that particular lyric. My naked heart can hear echoes, echoes. So like it's like, yeah, there's a lot of groupings of twos in this song. Like I said in the one chorus, like it's more like kind of, it's like the second chorus or like this other type of refrain, or like a coda of some kind. But like, yeah, that was showing up later, and they were doing the two groupings of like going up and down that one scale, which is like really nice. I love that sort of stuff. People should know this. I'm a huge fan of syncopation. I'm a huge fan of arpeggios. Like, people already know this probably by now with the way I talk about music, but like, I'm a huge fan of that. Um, okay, so whisper your name again. That's just beautiful lyrics for love. Restarted right away. Really reminded me of like a Mechanical Heart, kind of like or some, I don't know. I was thinking of computers, and then since it's a love song, I was thinking of a I don't know, a robot heart or something. I don't know. I put the idea in my head, but this part is really nice. It's like was it bitter color, utter wonder? I don't remember how it goes, but like, gotta feel it on the cover. Like the way she was singing it was super nice. I love that too. Like 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6. Like I love that, and then going 7 8 5 6 or 6 5 4 3 2 1. Like I love that. That's just, it's just good music. It's just really good musical writing, and Sawano always delivers. I just don't know, he does it so well. I'm trying to find that section. I'm just keep talking. I'm not even really looking for it, but like, oh, Avidity. Here we go. No, this wasn't actually that Avidity part that I was talking about. Oh yeah. Don't you get there? It calls. It calls. I don't fully know how it goes again. I had to hear it again. It calls. It calls. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. But where's the Avidity part? Ah, there it is. This is the one. I was like, this is the weirdest sentence I think I've ever read, or at least I've read this month. And I've read some weird stuff, but like that had me a little puzzled. But there's like a simple beauty in weird things like this that don't make sense, that kind of makes it make sense in a way. It's like that. It's like that Yoda speak. It's like you speak like Yoda, and you're like, I understand what you're saying, Yoda. I don't agree with how you just phrased that, but I understand what you're saying. Like, my brain's able to like make sense of it, but you're not correct. Like, and this is kind of how I felt about this sentence here of the Avidity we lost that day. That just sounds like an awkward sentence, even though she sung it so beautifully. I love the way that she sung that. It was just like perfection. But yeah, there was a couple of sections, right? So I love the beginning a lot. The mood that they set up with the rhythm, right? Like the harmonies and melodies in the beginning. Here, watch this. Boom, 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 boom. Like the way that the slow melody here, and then the like piano, like with the piano. Watch this. Oh god, I don't know what that weird turbine thing is, this is like a war zone, right? So it could be like a bomber or something that's like trying to, well, kamikaze perhaps. I don't know, but like that's what that sounds like. That is a descending turbine sound. You guys may not know this. I was not a pilot, but I did do a lot of flight training. I went to school for aerospace engineering, and so like I had gone behind the wheel of several planes, but like I used to do a lot of simulation training and stuff like that. The only reason I didn't become a pilot was because one, I was too tall, and two, because my eyesight sucked. It always has been bad, and which is weird because I see people wearing glasses and they're flying, so I don't. Like what eyesight? What good eyesight do I need when there's like, what am I gonna hit a bird? Like, come on, man. I don't know. Whatever. I'm still salty about that, but I know a thing or two about flight. So to me, it sounded like a descending turbine noise from like the one of the engines. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like it was descending, and that's usually not a good thing when it's going at that. Well, whatever. When you're in a war zone, I mean, I'm putting that. There's ideas in my head, right? And so, yeah, this is interesting. But it just sounds like a heartbeat, boom, 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 boom. If you listen to like the bass, I don't know. This idea of a mechanical heart is starting to sound a little more, a little less sus, I guess. But like, I'm like, nah, that doesn't make sense. But now I'm like, and then they mentioned that my naked heart can hear echoes. I love it. It's just echoes, echoes. Like, it's just the way that, like, there could be so many ways to sing this, but the way that the singer just like reels it back in, it's almost like there's a lot of power and explosiveness at the start, right? And then the middle of the bar, it goes back into like reeling it in, almost like the waves that they talked about at the beginning. They talk about like, let me see if I can find that. They talk about waves, but that's kind of like, and they talk about the sky, so it's like all about the terrain and the world and stuff like that. No, that's weave. Sorry, weave. Oh, tides. Okay, so feet covered by the tides of modern days. Didn't they talk about like a never-ending rhythm? I thought they talked about waves or maybe wave wasn't the word. Maybe it was tide. I might be making that up in my head. But yeah, okay. So interesting. Either way, like it does feel like the tides push and pull, right? Push and pull. That's how it feels like to me, at least, when I'm hearing that, because you got the heartbeat there, you got the scenery kind of built for you in the lyrics, and then you have what's going on in the music there. But like this is the part that like really. Hold on. Yeah, and you hear like the cello there in the back, or and then right here, oh, well, but like that's when they start doing that interesting like I know this instrument, I forget what it's called, but it's like a Japanese drumming like poppy noise thing that they hit it against this specific type of drum. I don't even think it's necessarily Japanese, but I only really hear in Japanese music. But like, yeah, that like pop noise, very nice, dude, smart. I don't hear this in a lot of music, but I think that is like super iconic for this song. If there's anything that I remember before listening to this full, was I remember that the drum section, and I remember the bass line of this, and I remember the syncopation, and I remember the groupings, and I remember her voice. That's really kind of the main thing. I mean, that's a lot of things to remember. Usually you remember one or two things about a song, but like I remember quite a bit about it. Let me see. Yeah, this addition of guitar, brilliant. Dude, it's brilliant because there's like a 1-2 thing. So what I'm getting here is like, it's like close and far, right? This almost like yin yang in a way. Like it's a note that hits close to home, a note that's far away, right? From where we're at in the scale, we're going like far. I thought it was a bassoon at first, I gotta lie, but dude, oh no, it's yeah, bro, dude, I can't. But see, yeah, that drum section is so good with the little hi hat pattern there. It's really nice the way that they're playing that. Just adding new elements is so good. Like this song does not feel boring ever. Like even though it repeats a couple times, right? And that's normal for a song. But like the beginning section is so different from like the mid section, which is different from the end section. The end section, ironically, is the part that's closest to the mid. The beginning is totally different mood, totally different. It's just like I said, it's like a wave pushing and pulling, and then later on it becomes different. It becomes like, okay, now I'm on land and I'm running, I'm sprinting essentially, but like at a brisk pace, not like breakneck or not turtle speed, but kind of like, I don't know, not quite a horse. Think of an animal like a cat, like a cat running, decently fast, but not so fast that you can't catch up with it, like something like that. I guess depends what kind of cat we're talking about here, but yeah, big fan of this song. Wow, this song really delivered. I gotta hear this again. A lot of oceanic terms in this for sure. I don't know what she says here. Did she say? She's like, oh, or oh my, or I'm not sure what she's saying here, but hear it again. It's like, oh my, like it almost sounds like she's saying, oh my, but it's not in the lyrics. But she's definitely saying something else there. I don't know. Either way, excellent. Love it. All right, so that will be enough for this one. I'm gonna end it here, but I'm gonna watch the next video right after this one, which will be 3 more songs from this soundtrack. I'm looking forward to hearing more of it. Dude, this OST is brilliant. I mean, it's got Sawano. Listen, between Yuki's it was Yuki Hayashi and Sawano here, like, bro, we got serious songs to really like listen to here. Loving it though, loving every second of listening to these songs. This is like, I'm just glad I got to live long enough to listen to a song like this on this day. I'm gonna carry this on with me forever. Like this song, just, I'm never gonna forget it. Yeah, this just hit me really hard. And I haven't even seen the show, so I don't even know what the show's about, but I'm sure whenever they play this song, it's gonna hit even harder. Like usually when you play it in like anime and stuff like that, and there's a scene that accompanies it, yeah, it's usually like it delivers like on a whole nother scale. So yeah, well, I'm looking forward to that. I will be watching this at some point, but I'll probably watch it after My Hero. Some point after that, then we'll have to do like a poll. I mean, for sure, I need to finish Demon Slayer before anything. And then probably watch My Hero. I'm pretty sure most people are gonna want me to watch My Hero if they have any interest in it at all. Then we can get to like different stuff after that. Like we can like poll for different stuff, and I'll put this in every single list. And if it wins, then we'll be watching Anime 86. So yeah, looking forward to that. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. If you like it, of course, rate the video and subscribe if you want to see more. Leave me a comment. What was your favorite part? What memories do you have with this song? Like, why is it memorable to you? What's important about it in your point of view? Like what made you gravitate towards it? Like, I can tell you why I did, but like, what is special about it for you? I want to hear your thoughts on this. And of course, if you want to see more stuff, go ahead and follow me on the Patreon, so you can actually watch any of the episodes that I've had in full. You can watch all of them on YouTube as well, but I'm probably going to be editing them from now on to not have, most of the things there, like most of the content. I'll probably, because I have less time to edit them, but from now on I will probably edit them less and then put the full on Patreon. So if you want to watch that, go ahead and follow me on Patreon as well. But anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out and keep it styling, y'all.